Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to study about the nucleus of a cell. In the last class, we have studied about cell membrane. What is cell membrane? The characteristic features of a cell membrane. Now, in this class, we are going to study about the most important part of the cell, that is nucleus. So you know that nucleus is the central main part of a cell. Now what are the other things you know about nucleus? First point, nucleus, if I am drawing nucleus, taking nucleus only, this is not a cell. I am taking the central part of the cell, that is nucleus. There is an outermost covering for the nucleus which is called as nuclear membrane. What is that? Nuclear membrane. Okay. So, there is an outermost covering of the cell nucleus which is called as nuclear membrane. Now, going to the inner side or inner part. There are structures in the shape of rod-shaped structures, and these are called as what? Chromosomes. What is that? Chromosomes. Okay, what is the need of these rod-shaped structures inside the nucleus? Chromosomes help in the inheritance of traits from parents to offsprings or to the next generation. What is the meaning of this? Once again I will repeat. Chromosomes helps in the transfer of characters. Inheritance I told, not inheritance means transfer of characters from parents to the next generation. Means that is what all characters you are showing will be similar to your parents, right? Some of the characters. These characters we obtain from our parents by means of these chromosomes. So, the inherited characters, how we are getting? By, so it is a DNA that is transferred. DNA. Okay, you might have heard about DNA test and all. Okay, so like that, this is the DNA that is transferring from our parents to the next generation, to the child. Okay, chromosomes, they help in the transfer of characters from parents to the next generation. Okay, that is DNA. What is DNA? DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. See, this is DNA. DNA meaning deoxyribonucleic acid. This is the inherited character from, so the inheritance or the transfer of characters from parents to the next generation, to the child by DNA. So what is inherited? DNA is inherited. Okay. Now this DNA contains some functional segments. Functional units are present in this DNA. They are called as genes. What is that? The functional segments of DNA, they are called as genes. Okay. So each character, color of your eye, the shape of your hair, okay, skin color, these are all the characters present in the DNA in the form of genes. Okay, so what I told? Chromosomes, DNA and genes. Chromosomes, characters are responsible for the inheritance of characters from parents to the child. So this inherited character is in the form of DNA. DNA contains functional units called genes. Okay, so the chromosomes, we can say in another words, chromosome is made up of DNA and protein. Okay, it's made up of DNA and protein. What is made up of DNA and protein? Chromosome. Okay, so I told you about nuclear membrane, rod-shaped structures called chromosomes. Okay, then I told you about chromosomes contain or made up of DNA and protein. DNA is nothing but deoxyribonucleic acids. It contains functional units called as genes. Okay? Is that clear? Now, these chromosomes in the form of rod-shaped structures are visible at the time of cell division only. During cell division only, these chromosomes will be visible as rod-shaped structure. Otherwise, these chromosomes will be thin thread-like structures. So, when the cell is going to divide only, we can see these chromosomes as rod-shaped structures. Otherwise, it will be in the form of a thin thread-like structures. Okay, thin thread-like structures. Understood? So, nucleus plays a very important role in cell division. Otherwise, cell reproduction we can say. What is that? Nucleus plays a very important role in cell division or cell reproduction. Now, one more point I am going to tell you is, some cells possess this nuclear membrane or envelope we can say. It is envelope, right? Covering it, covering a part. Now, in some cells, some cases, some cells, this nuclear envelope will be absent. Mainly in the case of, for example, I will take bacterial cell. They lack nuclear membrane. And some of the cell parts, we call it as cell organelles. Inside the cell membrane, I told you a fluid part is there called as cytoplasm. All the different parts called as cell organelles are present in the cytoplasm. In case of some cells, these parts will be also absent. Nuclear envelope will be absent. Some of the cell organelles will be absent. Such cells are called as prokaryotic cell. What is that? Prokaryotic. Prokaryotic cell. What is prokaryotic? Pro meaning primitive, karyon meaning nucleus. Prokaryotic cell means primitive type of cells in which nuclear envelope will be absent and some of the cell organelles will be absent. And in some cells, like one example for prokaryotic cell is bacterial cell. But in some cases, we can see all things will be developed. That is, nuclear envelope will be there. All the cell organelles will be present. Okay, such type of cells are called as eukaryotic cell. What is that? Eukaryotic. Eukaryotic cell. Understood? Prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell means primitive type of cell like bacterial cell. Bacteria, we know that their body is like that. Nucleus is not covered with nuclear envelope and we cannot see all the cell parts or cell organelles. But in case of eukaryotic cell, all cells will be, cell organelles will be present, nuclear envelope will be present. Such cells are called as what? Eukaryotic cell. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, is this clear? Okay, so what all things we studied about nucleus? Nucleus, which is a central major part of the cell. It controls all the activities. It takes part in cell reproduction, or it is responsible for the cell reproduction or cell division. Okay, cell is dividing and forming new cell. That is cell division or reproduction. Okay, now it has rod-shaped structures called as chromosomes. Chromosomes are responsible for the inheritance of traits from parents to next generation. And these inherited characters are in the form of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. This DNA contains functional units called genes. Okay. Then I told about eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell meaning those cells in which primitive nucleus means nucleus which is not completely developed. Nuclear envelope will be absent. Okay. And some of the cell organelles are absent. In case of eukaryotic cell, they are advanced type of cells. Means nuclear envelope will be present and all the cell organelles are present. Okay, so nucleus plays a very important role in the process of cell division as well as cell reproduction. So, this is a major important part of a cell, nucleus, central main core. Okay, so hope this is clear to you. Study well. That's all for today's class. Thank you.